I would like to open a takeaway shop. What type of business should I open in UK? That was the first question I got from Eli, who contacted me from recommendation of Southampton City Council advisors to help him into first steps of opening his business that he will run with his parents. After we discussed the type of the business, what kind of licenses he needs, where he's gonna run it, how many people he will have it, how he's going to distribute it, and all of the basic things that he needs to know and he doesn't know. Then we went to one of the most important steps before you actually decide to open any business, which is how much money he will need to break even. And why this is important? Because the most crucial part in running the business is to making sure that your business generates enough revenue to cover all of your costs. If your business doesn't do that, it means that it will run out of money one day. If your business will run out of money, it means it will leave you with some debt and you will have to close down the business. This is why the first step before opening any business is to find a point in which you know that you will get into profitability. And how you do that? It's very simple and very straightforward. Okay, maybe not. But the point is, you need to get your revenues, which in terms of the takeaway, you get the amount of customers that you supposedly will have or you're assuming that you will have. You get the number of meals that you're gonna sell to those customers. You take the price of those meals. You take the cost that to produce those meals. You take the gross profit, which is profit out of one meal or out of all of those meals, and then deduct from that revenue, from that profit, from that gross profit, from that revenue, again, you deduct all of the operational expenses, which is rent, utilities, insurance, interest rates, all of the other operational expenses that are necessary to run your business on a monthly basis, regardless of how much you sell, and then calculate the taxes, and you have the amount of profit a month or loss a month, and then you need to do it month by month to find that point in which you're actually going to achieve profitability. And then you can actually see very clearly, based on those assumptions, because that's what you have at the beginning, based on those assumptions you can very clearly see whether you can actually afford that business until that point of reaching profitability. If you cannot, then it means you need to change the financial model in some way and make sure that you can actually achieve that financial model, or just decided that maybe that's not the business for you because generating revenue is gonna be too long, or because the profits are not big enough for the risk that you want to take, or it's gonna just take too long to get your money back that you are investing at the beginning. So that's why that step is very, very crucial, because that step can actually save you a lot of money before starting any business and losing that money potentially. So that's what we were talking about with Eli today, and that was one of my meetings. The second meeting was with Ash, the mentor who is helping me into the growing stage of my own business, Uniflow, and we had a nice chat, I would say, for an hour about what I have to do for the next week and what I have done, and like how he understands my business, because that was our second meeting really. And then, as always, I've been talking to Surendra, Shivam, normal stuff. Surendra is still trying to figure out that API, which is taking way longer than I was expecting, but hopefully we will get to some point finally and he will manage to finish it. And I think the good point is that I finally, after I don't know how many weeks, I managed to catch up with all of my social media videos, and they are scheduled and posted until I think 10th of January. So, which is amazing because there was so many of those videos and I was so irritated, and my brain was like, it was so busy with all of those videos that they weren't posted and scheduled, and they were sitting there, and I was just annoyed that I didn't schedule them. So I'm super happy that I finally managed to do it. And yeah, and I was working also on different admin stuff and different email stuff, but I will talk about maybe about this tomorrow, because it's ridiculous really what happened today, seriously. Thank you very much for joining me today, and I'll see you tomorrow.